Hello and welcome to another edition of whatever the hell we do here. My name is Elliot. This is Scott, and our first race up is 2003 USAC Sprint Cars Indiana Sprint Week from Terre Haute Action Track.
Terre Haute. Smells like burned newspapers there because there's a newspaper mill.
Does it?
Yeah. And that's also home of Indiana State University, the Sycamores.
Are you screen sharing?
No, never.
A whole bunch of information I don't care about, which
Yes.
is good. Which is good. You should always share information I don't care about. All right, 10-1 to go.
Go. Go, go, go.
The hell's wrong with you?
Something. Lots of drugs,
Is it
unfortunately.
playing?
God damn you. Play together, watch together, whatever the fuck you're called. Yay!
Rick Benjamin.
Oh, yeah. Every one of those crashes look like they hurt. Every one of them.
J.J. Yaley, former NASCAR and IndyCar driver, but never really made his mark. But he was a good sprint car racer. National Sprint Car Series. That's a good commentary team. Larry Rice.
So is he tied now?
Yeah, tied with the all-time winless for a season.
Sweet. Some high stakes here.
Yeah, right. I like the Terre Haute action track. I just love that it's called the action track.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Probably.
You know that's what she said. Know what I'm saying?
Larry Rice is from Crawfordsville, Indiana, by the way.
So.
Shut up. And Rick Benjamin, the host, is somewhere in the north. I love that newscaster voice of his, though. It's a half-mile dirt track. We haven't seen wingless sprints at dirt before. Wingless sprints. That's the cool thing about dirt is if the heat suck, like there's ample opportunity to grade the track and Pittsburgh.
Don't know that.
That's the adopted home of Jeff Gordon. He's actually from Northern California. Newcastle, Indiana. Yeah, right. That's J.C. Hines. He later had a NASCAR truck career. Yeah, they do this thing called Indiana Sprint Week, which is, as they said, I think it's 8 races in 10 days. I wish I had his voice. Columbus, Indiana. That's the home of Tony Stewart. 8 laps. AJ Anderson's in third. Tracy Hines on the move already. Wet. It's a wet track. Oh, yeah, those onboard shots.
That is a pretty awesome track.
Yeah,
It's big.
it's dirt.
It's kind of wet too there, foggy.
Yep. Yeah,
This is like really good conditions here because it's not too wet, but it's not too dry. It's soppy.
Yep.
Soppy's a good word for it. All on 3 wheels there.
You do sort of get
kicking some ass on 3 wheels too.
We've seen winged sprint cars at a half mile. We've seen non-winged at a much smaller track, but you do get hit with a lot of dirt.
It's awesome seeing these guys run on 3 wheels.
Yep.
Because they're really leaning into it, man. Like, well, it's sprint cars. Yeah.
Except for these are non-winged, so you do actually have to get off the throttle.
Well, but because it's soppy, they can just lay into it. They can just drift around that corner.
Yeah.
Whereas normally they'd have to, lay off of it a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of traction, as Larry said. I guess you can pass on this track.
A couple of those guys came in way too hard in that corner. There you go.
Do what you got to do.
There they go. They nailed that turn.
It's weird hearing. It's weird hearing Rick Benjamin do these kind of race. He's mainly a sports car guy. He's also done champ cars and stock cars, but it's weird hearing him doing sprint cars. I always like people who can not only do a wide variety of motorsports, but also sound knowledgeable about all of them. Rather than, I mean, I've seen things where some people just don't know what they're talking about, like me all the time,
or like me all of the time.
Yeah, like, but you're not a professional. Just saying. Pretty good. This is a little bit after the ESPN Thunder broadcast. This is 2003, where they briefly had a lot of racing like this on Speed Channel, but sadly that didn't last because, why do we want to cover good racing when we cover NASCAR practice? I mean, I like NASCAR, but practice? Yeah, we get to see the second qualifying heat. Dirt. I just thought about saying dirt randomly. Twister chassis. Penske shocks. Of course, I don't need to tell you who owns Penske shocks.
Richard Petty.
I hate you.
John Force.
The grocery cart. That's. I've heard these sprint cars called lawn tractors. Corey Kruseman. Kerry Kruseman has to be my favorite here. Just he still races at my local track, Ventura Raceway. He owns a driving school there, but he still races and still wins, and he's a good guy. Raceway, Larry. Raceway, not Speedway. God. I've always wanted to ride in a two-seat sprint car.
I've never seen one.
They're like how they have like they'll have like a two-seater Indy car or whatever. It's basically just a sprint car that's been extended. The only problem is I could barely fit in a one-seat sprint car. I'm not exactly like light,
Right.
and I'm tall, so dwarf cars. There's midgets and there's dwarves. Oh, things not to do in sprint car. Hit the wall. Check.
Right.
Just they want traction. And Corey Kruseman's car is owned by Tony Stewart. I don't know if he still owns USAC Sprint, but he owns World of Outlaws Sprints still, and he races now. He races these types of cars after retiring from NASCAR, which is I think what he always wanted to do. There's a guy named Kyle Larson who's a modern day NASCAR racer, and he said he wants to race NASCAR in order to save enough money to race full time in sprint car racing. You gotta like people like that. Levi Jones, he's a pretty good driver. Lucas Oil. This is before their domination of everything in the world. I mean, you saw their name every now and then, but you didn't quite like. I think I noticed in 2006, 2007 that all of a sudden every sort of low key racing series was sponsored by Lucas Oil, and I don't know because they don't sponsor like NASCAR or anything, but yet they seem to sponsor everything in like short tracks, and they also sponsor motocross as well. Oh, and they have their own TV channel or internet TV station, which I pay for. White flag in the air. Westfall's like, okay, you want it so bad here. I wonder when they started with those Nerf bars because they weren't around in the 80s.
I don't know.
You know the big bars along the car.
Yeah,
It's
safety, obviously.
yeah, because if not, you're basically sticking out of the car. Because I have a diecast from the 80s, and there was no Nerf bars. You were literally just sticking out there. I love sprint cars. It's sort of controlled chaos. Sprints and midgets and silver crowns, kind of controlled chaos, kind of.
Hell yes. So I've been quiet, and that's because I'm using these shopping online coupon things, and I'm saving like I can't even believe how much money I'm saving. Like it's unbelievable. Anyways,
Unbelievable.
anyways, race old
Dave
Hicks
Argabright is the editor, Open Wheel magazine.
of any good.
All right, just get a.
What was really on his mind in that split second? To
I
do
really want.
any damage.
I really want some chicken. That's probably on his mind. Like, I really want some pork before I go eat, or before I go race.
Chicken sounds delicious.
I think I found the best race title ever.
What?
Pork the Other White Meat 400.
That's dumb.
Just imagine. Hey, welcome back to the Pork the Other White Meat 400.
The other white meat.
Tom
That's
Hazard the third. He's now a
That's
stock
how
car
you
racer.
do it. White meat.
Tom Hazard the third is the son or grandson. I think it's the son of a pretty well-known sports car racer from the 80s, and he's now a successful ARCA driver, stock car driver. I keep remembering you don't know what ARCA is. ARCA is a lower league stock car, sort of like one below the NASCAR Major Series. Terre Haute. Is that how you say it, or is it Terre Haute? I always
Terre
heard
Haute.
Terre Haute. Yeah.
Terre Haute.
And here comes Yaley. He's still trying to make a NASCAR career out of himself, but I think he should just go back to sprint cars. Things to do. Don't get run over. Check.
Don't let Tony Stewart run over you. Check.
Well,
Tony, he would. Can you imagine how mad me saying that would make him?
there was so you know so for NASCAR for the red flags you're not allowed to work on your car, and Sterling Marlin at the 2002 Daytona 500 while leading, there was a red flag and he hopped out of his car to pull on the right front fender, which you're not supposed to do. So he was penalized, and finished eighth. And there was a sign given out the next day or the next week: Sterling, stay in your car. A little too late for Kevin, stay in your car. you know. It was such a weird night that night where Stewart had his accident because um it wasn't televised. It was the night before a NASCAR race in New York, and all of a sudden we started getting news from the from the like national speed sport, but it was so garbled. We didn't know. I stayed up till 5 o'clock in the morning, not because for that, but just and I had to just finally it was announced that he was killed and he didn't race that day. One of the Kadings, there are a lot of Kadings and they win a lot. Bud, Brent, I think there's a Charles Kading in there. The racing families are kind of interesting. Just how many people, I mean, because racing is, once one gets Bud Kading, okay, once one gets sucked into it, the others just kind of follow. I mean, look at your quote, your sort of extended family. Um, he Rich's father was a racer, and Rich got into it, and so the Kadings and there's a lot of family. I mean, I know a fourth generation racer at Northern California.
All right.
Larry Rice's
What was
son.
the guy's name who was going for the win record?
JJ Ailey. He's he actually did start the Indy 500 one year, and he's a pretty good USAC midget. He can't get a good ride in sprint cars or stock cars to save his life, though. So that's why I like dirt, because the track changes. Like even something like Supercross or motocross or anything on dirt, the track will always change. So you never quite know what to expect. Derek Davidson, I think he still races. The name sounds very familiar. I thought that was cool that Speed used to do these live. It sucks if they stopped. You can still watch these, but it's a paid subscription. I think it's on Loud. No, it's on SpeedShift.tv. Bud Kading, he's from California. You'd be surprised how good the California sprint crowd is. The Indiana crowd kind of looks down on the Californians, but well,
I wonder why they look down. Because is it a richer history of it or something? Maybe.
because Indianans have to look down on someone.
Oh.
It's so and yeah, they have
Well,
all the big tracks. So yeah, Californians, you don't know nothing about sprint car racing.
I looked down on Elliot, and I didn't know anything about sprint car racing until I met him. So
I still love. Yeah, my relative was a racing driver. You've never heard of him, Rich Vogel. I was like, bullshit. The first thing I thought when I saw your name was, I wonder if he's related to Rich.
that is
Kind of half jokingly, although I'd never seen that last name before. It's not exact. It's kind of like Lindemood. It's not the name you normally like. Thompson. I kid Jim about all the Jim and James Thompsons that exist.
yeah. He's just another. He's got the most innocuous name ever.
Well, he's a former stock car racer. He's a former drummer for Guar. He's a British touring car racer.
Yeah. Jim Thompson.
But where's yours? Like I said, the first thing I thought of was Brian
Tony
Tyler.
Elliott.
I liked him. I was a huge Tony Elliott fan. He died in a plane crash a couple years ago.
Well, damn.
Great. He was always my favorite. It's weird that he has an MLE. I never really knew him as a pavement driver, though. I always knew him as a dirt driver.
Jerry Pooch.
Jared Coons.
Oh. Jerry Pooch would be better, but Coons is pretty funny.
Troy Klein. Jay Drake. See, there's a lot of good Californians here. Troy Klein, Jay Drake, and but yeah, Tony Elliott was always my favorite. Tony Elliott, Dave Steele, people like that. I like these sprint cars, midgets, and Silver Crown because they also like World of Outlaws always races dirt. This race is pavement and dirt, as you know because you've seen races like this at Salem. Dave Darlin, he's a great driver. California used to be the home of Indy cars. They may have had their big race at Indianapolis, but every race shop, every like all the hot drivers were from California, not Indiana. This is like Haas CNC. Wow, this is back in like the 50s. You know, this is like in the 30s through 50s. But yeah, because they had like 100 racetracks around here.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you do get a lot of moisture out of California, but they had 100 racetracks in Los Angeles alone. You know, and racing would take place all
That's
nights
crazy.
of the week. So, yeah, you had a lot of racetracks in Indiana, but I would say that California was the home of sprint car racing for a long time. Eric Gordon, we've seen him race.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was at this race in Salem 12 years before this. Brian Tyler, he's a former Indy racer. And there's still some damn good racetracks in California, I have to say. You know, it's although I do want to go out and see different tracks along the Midwest.
It is freaking awesome race right here.
Wow.
This reminds me of that motorcycle race the other night. You can't pick a winner.
No. And the winner came from nowhere.
Right?
The winner was literally not someone we were thinking about.
There was literally five lead changes within the last 100 feet.
Yeah. Fucking insane. But you do normally get a pretty moist racetrack out here, mainly because it's close to the ocean, and like in Ventura. It's interesting because in Long Beach you would not know it's close to the ocean because there's no salt water. There's no the smell of salt water in the wind. And I understand why, but in Ventura you can tell you're at the beach because the first thing you smell is salt water. You know, the salty air smell.
Right.
If you ever been to the beach, the salty air and the wind. Whereas Long Beach, which is near the ocean, it's just Paris Auto Speedway. I've been there. I was there this year for the Sprint World of Outlaws.
Wait.
Yeah, a lot of the Indiana tracks are short and as Larry said, very slick. California's tracks, well, they're short. I mean, Ventura's only a fifth mile, but they usually have a shitload of traction. Jay Drake, he was a good driver. He tried his hand at IndyCar racing. A lot of these guys tried their hand at other forms of racing and then went back to sprint cars when they realized not that they weren't talented, it's just they a lot of couldn't get a good ride or um like Jay Drake was shit on road courses because he'd never raced on road courses before. Valvoline. I think Troy Klein's back to the West Coast. And it's great that the national guys come over here and you know the West Coast guys can sometimes beat up on the national guys. They race a truck race at Eldora, which we will be watching later in the year. Haas CNC. Gene Haas owned a Cup team and then partnered with Mr. Tony Stewart. Now has 2 championships. But yes, you've never seen dirt racing until you've seen NASCAR trucks on dirt.
I think I watched one of those.
No, no, not NASCAR trucks. Well, maybe on your own, but not here. They can't even they can't even get the power to the ground. It's awesome because they're just so big. So you basically have to just it's survival of the fittest. Only have you noticed, Scott, that there hasn't been one yellow flag in this entire thing?
That's nice.
Usually, well, yeah, but I'm used to watching sprint car races where there's like 8 yellow flags in one heat.
Right.
um, Sometimes I remember one of the semis for USACs or for the sprint cars at Ventura. I swear lasted 25 minutes. It was just like, can we just like end this?
Just declare someone a winner and get it over with.
Yeah, just what the hell are you eating?
China.
I have pistachios.
I have chicken on a stick. Chicken teriyaki on a stick.
Oh, shut up. Silver Crown cars are like I said before, like sprint cars, but much bigger. Whereas the midget cars are exactly what they say. They're little tiny sprint cars. In fact, I'm going to be watching a midget race tomorrow. It's called the Chili Bowl Nationals. If I can find it for free, I will ship you a link. Because otherwise, it's a paid. Well, you can watch it. I don't know if you get Mav TV.
No, I do not.
It's finally in HD. But okay, so I'll try to find a race for free. It's really good, and it's like really good, you know, and like
It's the best.
it's they don't show much sprint car midget stuff on TV, so you kind of got to watch it when it's on. I mean, semi-final.
Semis. I have a semi.
It's either there's the semi B main or LCQ. In some races, I've seen like N main events. It's like no, it stops after B mains. After that, it's just a race. Don't whack the wall.
Mmm.
I hate you.
Lo mein noodles, fried rice,
Pistachio.
peppered pork with onions and green pepper. Nom, nom, nom.
You know what sucks about pistachios, though? Two things.
Opening them.
Well, no. One, you decide you're gonna eat one.
You cannot stop eating pistachio.
Nope. And then you get salt tongue.
Do you know what needs to happen right now? Is pistachio butter.
Yes, but salt tongue. I'm sure you know what I mean by salt tongue.
Yes, just dry.
Painful. Jerry Coon. Okay. I guess I should stop.
Yay!
Shut. You just like to see me suffer, don't you?
Wee.
John Scott, he's got two first names.
Sounds like I know why it sounds like, but it sounds like he should be in a band.
John Scott on guitar.
AC/DC.
Fuck ACDC. He choked on his own vomit. What a pathetic way to die.
What?
Choked on your own vomit.
Wouldn't that suck?
It's just
Actually, it wouldn't be too bad if you were just completely comatose drunk.
yeah, but it's still a pathetic way to die.
Fuck it.
You're this like civilized human being and you die choking on your own vomit. I
Guess that just goes to show how civilized he actually was.
yeah. I don't know if you ever seen Spinal Tap. He choked on vomit, but it wasn't his own vomit.
Yeah, it was somebody else's, so it's better.
It's like disgusting.
It's somehow less pathetic. It was somebody else's vomit. Well,
that makes it more disgusting, though.
That's what it is. It's more disgusting, so it's not as pathetic.
True, and he stopped on the track.
He's just like, I'm done. I quit. That guy ran into me. I'm too pissed. Fuck Tony Stewart. Quit. Fuck you.
I'm sure that's exactly what he said.
It is. I know the guy.
No, you don't. You don't even know who it was.
His nickname is Freddy.
Your nickname is Freddy.
And he went to high school. And I knew him in high school. I went to high school with him.
No, because you'd be fucking bragging about it if you did.
Not really. I know Derek Davidson, too.
Besides, that means he's about 18 right now when this was happening.
I mean, but he was a really smart kid.
Derek Davidson is not 18.
He was a really, really smart kid.
Well, I think I saw him racing in like 1991 at the race in Salem, so...
Yeah, but...
The 6-year-old driving a sprint car.
I knew him in high school, dude.
The 6-year-old driving a sprint car.
A 6-year-old who graduated
problems.
high school. That guy just straight up wrecked. Marvel just wrecked. Go, DC! Go!
Just straight up wrecked, man. Just straight up wrecked. I don't know. He just straight up wrecked.
I don't know, man. He was thinking about tubes too much, and he fucking died, and then he fucking wrecked.
Salt tongue. Ugh.
Salt tongue.
Mm, I hate salt tongue, but it's so worth it.
Salt tongue.
No,
What?
something broke.
What did you
Something
say no
broke.
to?
I thought you were making a corn reference.
Was I? I did, didn't I? I didn't even
Salt tongue.
realize I did.
Yeah.
Salt tongue.
That was freaking stupid. It's like,
Salt
why?
tongue.
Apparently, that's what he does whenever he gets pissed off.
Salt.
That's the thing about corn is like,
What are you so mad about, dude?
that's the thing about
Yeah.
like that sort of genre is it doesn't even sound like they're employing a technique. It just sounds like they're mad about something.
Salt tongue. Now every time you eat pistachios, you're gonna think salt tongue.
I try not to think about corn if I can help it.
It's embarrassing a little bit, isn't it? It's more embarrassing to think of Limp Bizkit, though.
Well, I was a kid. Well, I never liked Limp Bizkit, so I can at least hold that. By the way, Danny Carey has talked about the new Tool album. He said the songs are long, too long.
For the radio.
Well, every Tool. So I mean, I think they did like 3 songs within like the 5-minute mark or something.
Yeah, I mean, they're not exactly the most radio-friendly band, so what?
I can think of 3 songs: Vicarious, the one from the first album that they keep playing, and the other one from 10,000 Days. I don't know the fucking title.
No, I don't know. I don't listen to the radio enough to know.
Well, I haven't in 10 years. I'm just saying what I heard on the radio. They had that one song from Undertow, which is something like Chew It Up and Leave or something. Then they had Vicarious. Then they had the other song, You Must Have Been So High.
Yeah, The Pot, that's probably their weakest song.
What the fuck was up with his voice? He tried to sound like Robert Plant or something.
I don't know. I almost wish they'd kick Maynard out of the band. like seriously.
I mean, there's good musicians. I think they could do interesting stuff if they just stop with the modern rock shit.
They need to get rid of Maynard. I'm telling you, dude. He's a great singer when he wants to be, but he's such a pain in the fucking ass, dude. Like,
well, and then he doesn't want to be a good singer because it's not artistic or something.
Right? Yeah, he's done some. It's really annoying to have someone so talented be such an annoying cunt about things. Like,
yeah.
Like you can tell there's tension between him and the other 3. You can tell.
Adam Jones actually did do a sort of punk metal band.
Adam Jones is my favorite member, like bar none.
He just seems the more down to earth.
He is, and he's also probably the most creative one too.
Yeah, and then he did an album with the band The Melvins.
Yeah.
And Jello Biafra.
Yeah, I mean, he's done a lot, dude. Adam Jones, you don't hear about him a lot, but he's actually done quite a bit. Like, not just in music, but in the art world.
Yeah, and like I said, he's the most down to earth. I don't know about Danny at all, or whoever they have on bass, but
Danny seems really cool. It's just, he's kind of a big drummer hippie guy, you know?
Yeah. Big drummer hippie guy.
Yeah, basically is the best way to describe Danny.
Yeah, I know, Joe. I'm just making fun of you.
And Justin, I don't know shit about. He's a decent bassist, but whatever.
Apparently, there's also going to be a Perfect Circle album, a band I don't think I've ever heard.
Well, in my opinion, the only album worth having or hearing is the first one. After that, meh. They got popular immediately. Like, freshman release, they were popular. And then it went somewhere different, and I didn't really like it.
Well, see, you always criticize, well, what if a band gets popular? It's like, the problem with the band getting popular is they tend to do two things: listen to their fans too much, which you should never listen to your fans all that much. You should always do what's
Right.
in your heart. Or B, well, we got played on the radio. Let's get played. I mean, like, look at Metallica. They got played with one, and so let's make even more radio friendly music, and then fucking Enter Sandman,
Do, 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 do,
and then it got even
do,
worse with like
do,
Road.
do.
Oh, well, hero of the day.
Even hearing the riff for Enter Sandman is hard to. It's like turn it off. Like that's my general reaction when I hear that song. Just turn it off.
I used to like it when I was
it.
like really not into metal, like when I was just.
I used to like it the first 3 or 4 times I heard it. After that, it was like okay, we get it.
Yeah, well, Scotty, I had to review that album.
There are some good songs on that album, but
so for me, the best songs are the faster ones. For no other reason than they were faster. Just yes, a break.
I haven't listened to it in a long time.
I don't have any plans to listen to it ever. Life flag. Hey, I will make you listen to fucking pop.
Just the same thing over and over.
I will make you listen to fucking female-fronted Kiwi pop.
Nope.
I found a compilation that actually freaked me out, sort of.
What?
Every flip in the card series.
Nope.
Why not?
Because snowmobile!
Whatever. There's no snowmobile shit on YouTube.
Okay. There's snow racing of some kind.
Not really. Only like Frozen Rush, which we just watched. You fucking tube.
You fucking fucker.
Fucking tube. In a couple months, there should be snow racing because of snowcross.
Maybe we should just do something completely different.
Let me
like
think.
In the first episode, we went through an article. Remember?
Yeah. It's always stressful to have to run the last chance. No, I'm having fun. Smokes joint.
Nah, man, this is just for fun, bro. I'm here to put on a show.
Woo!
And that's the dude who usually ends up winning.
Yeah, right.
I'm just here having a good time, man. Woo!
Snowmobile!
There needs to be a race car driver who's like that.
I think a snowmobile is more fun when it's up against something that's completely not a snowmobile-like. Like a Ferrari.
Like Iditarod.
Or a Ferrari.
No.
Yes.
What is Ferrari doing out in the snow? No. They don't belong in the snow. That's not where they want to be.
I don't give a shit where they want to be. I'm going to put them in the snow.
Like a super rare like some super rare old Ferrari.
In the snow.
Just let it get destroyed.
And you just watch all the Italians cry.
Oh yeah.
Why you do this to me?
Why you destroy this car? It's a beautiful car. It'll hurt my family. Shut up, cunt. We're destroying it.
You know, I'm not going to say anything because there's an Italian who might be watching this, and she's sort of evil.
Well, she is part of the axis of evil, so.
Yeah, but she's also very fiery.
The axis power.
They kept trying to hammer in this whole IRL, Indy Racing League and sprint car thing because a long time ago, sprints were the gateway to IndyCar racing when they were front engine. But this had kind of gone away. And then when the new series happened in '96, they tried to basically bring IndyCar racing. They basically tried to bring sprint car racing back to the feeder of IndyCar. The problem is the technology. I mean, you've seen IndyCar racing. The technology is so different from you know uh, from IndyCar, and there were a couple people. I mean, Tony Stewart was the only success. There were a lot of people who tried it, but the really where usac goes nowadays is to NASCAR. Actually, I just love that they try to beat a dead horse. Have you ever tried being a dead horse, Scott? It's not very fun.
That just depends. What are you beating it with?
I have an article we can read then if you want to.
Sure, why not?
It's about failed race cars.
Sweet.
I don't know if you know, I like failure. I'm always into talking about like these are cars that like the 10 like the worst cars ever designed and I
The
like
10
great
most failed human beings of all time.
Scott fucking Vogler.
Probably number 10.
Elliot Lindemood.
Number 2.
Annika Akaza.
He's so failed that he can't even be on this list. Somehow he fucked up being on this list.
Eric brought this up, so I have to bring it up again. So I'm gonna like go into libraries and like wait till people are like don't log off on their YouTube accounts and subscribe to us on their YouTube accounts.
That's a thing I do.
That's the thing. He's done it before. I was noticing a couple people subscribing to me. He's done it before. He's actually done it.
What an idiot.
Well, I'm worried more about myself because unfortunately I can't get his name off my channel for whatever reason. I'm listed as he's listed as my producer. So all it would take would, well, he's your producer, isn't he, son? No.
He was. I just can't get his name off this shit.
But he did it on your behalf, didn't he? No, I told him not to. Son of a bitch. I told him it was.
I told him not to. You might need to start from scratch, dude.
Yeah, I've always. Well, no, we have over 100 subscribers. I'm not starting from zero all over again.
You just have to make sure they know. Like, give them a month notice.
Yeah, I mean, it just. You have no idea how annoying it is. I mean, because I was only associated with him because he was the only one that said he'd do it. You know what I mean? It's you were busy, Jim was busy, and that's fine. I'm not blaming either of you. Fucking it's all your fault. But it's just got to the. He didn't do anything he promised. North Vernon. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. I'm glad to be shot of him. Quarter mile. Oh. I hate when sprint cars get upside down. Gas City. I just saw that there's a Gas City.
What a great name.
Yeah, right? Mopar. I love how he's like, yeah, I just got upside down. Yeah, you know. Lincoln Park. What a shit band. Whee!
Wee! Whoa!
I like it. Even the highlights scared him. That's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, whoa!
It's like, I thought you'd seen this before.
Yeah, but whoa!
Whoa! Snowmobile!
Snowmobile! Yeah.
Snowmobile.
Maybe I need to partake in a little something here. Give me a minute, and I'll be back.
So we're watching highlights of Indiana Sprint Week from 2003. John Scott.
JJ gave him.
I don't remember what his actual name is. Kokomo.
It's the Kokomo.
I used to see races at Kokomo Speedway. It's funny that I know more about your own track's history than you do.
Shut up, Elliot.
Shut up.
You're stupid.
Lawrenceburg. Well, things to do in sprint car racing. Don't get sideways. Check. Oh,
Done dare want it all down there. God damn it. God damn it.
Bloomington. That's where Steve Kinser's from.
So your mom is from.
Shut up.
Hmm.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Why?
20 win. Oh, wait, 19. That was a tie. Come on, Yaley.
Yay,
Yaley.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
All the things.
All things.
All things wrong with brain.
Feature at Terre Haute. USAC National Sprint Car Series.
I'll be right back.
Okay. The feature, the main event, the final race. That big race thing. Four wide, salute to the fans. They do this at every sprint car race, even the pavement ones. Levi Jones, Eric Scheffel. Second row, Jay Drake, and Bud Koenig. Third row, Matt Neely and Tracy Hines. J.J. Yaley. Troy Klein. Mike Spencer. Corey Cruzman from Ventura, California. How odd. Jerry Coons Jr. A.J. Anderson. Charles Davis Jr. and Derek Davidson. Eric Gordon.
I can't believe how much it's still fucking snowing.
Romping through the snow. Romping through the snow. Um,
Pronounce things.
I think it's weird that Tony Stewart's cars are powered by Mopar, considering he was racing a Chevy in NASCAR, and he wasn't allowed to race the Indy 500 that year because it was Toyota powered.
Oh yeah. Well, fuck you.
You know, random engine politics.
Yeah.
It's always good when your engine isn't smoking
Anymore.
anymore. 30 laps to go. Levi Jones. Here we go. One of these 23 cars will win this race. What are you eating over there? So, let's see here. Tracy Hines. He is not the inventor of Heinz ketchup. I just thought I'd point that
What
out that
about the
Tracy.
morons eating Tide Pods?
What?
You hear about that?
What happened?
These teenage kids eating Tide Pods
Why?
as an internet dare.
That's awesome. What happens to them? Do they die?
I hope.
What about the people who try to make like pot oil in their own house?
We'll watch a Tide Pod thing and see if they die.
I don't think they.
I hope they die.
Slide job.
Yay!
Whoa.
Whoa!
That was scary.
Yeah. There's something, even if they're not, there's something inherently hick about racing. I don't know what the fuck it is.
No, I don't think so.
Goddamn son of a bitch flipped. You know, like.
It depends on the kind of racing.
Can you imagine how pumped up you'd be if you just got done wrecking like that?
Well,
like how much adrenaline would be going through your...
I'd probably retire right then and there. I've used up all
like,
my good
luck.
luck.
I'm good. Be right back.
Steak. Whoa.
So today I had to scrape my windows because there was ice on them, and I was doing my side view mirrors, and I went to strike the mirror, you know, to chisel some of the ice off, and I kind of missed, and the scraper I was using just had this plastic sleeve over the male part of the scraper, and the male part flew off this little sleeve or whatever, and it went flying through the air and hit my buddy Tim right in the face.
Oops. Sorry, Timmy.
Come on, Timbo. You'll be all right.
You know what I would have said after that? I'd be like, by the way, Tim, you're gay. That's an anal cunt song.
If you want to ever hear me turn into a complete fucking hick, you need to come to where I work and watch me deal cards. You'll laugh your fucking ass off. Yeah, if I see Tim walking and I'm in a good mood, come on, Timbo, we got to go to work.
I'll probably be like, "Don't hit me!
No, Tim's cool.
Don't throw anything at me!
Ah!
I just had my face rearranged. You know, don't
How
throw
my
anything."
interaction with Tim's gonna be now. Hey Timbo, what's going on? Ah!
You know. Why are you screaming at me? Ah!
No, not him screaming at me, and me screaming at
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Hey Timbo, we gotta get to work. Ah!
Next thing you know, you're locked up in a fucking mental hospital.
Oh, come on, man. Don't take me to jail. I'm a good man. Don't worry about it. I was just playing around. Oh, okay. We'll let you go today, sir. Ah!
Okay, well, thanks for waking me up.
That's what I'm trying to do, is wake myself up.
I just want to scream randomly at someone now.
Hey,
I
dude,
hate
if
doing
you ever want to get your blood flowing, yelling as loud as you possibly can will do it.
I have people asleep in this house.
Wake up!
Yeah, right. Well, it's because I do, you know, black metal vocals or whatever, and yeah, that really wakes you up. Heinz, sponsored by Kroger. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect.
Kroger does look really good on one of these cars as a sponsor.
No, but I mean Heinz ketchup, Kroger.
Oh, we got a ketchup bottle going around the track, god damn it.
Don't get your ball going around the goddamn racetrack.
Going to
Wait.
the goddamn track racing.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be Southern or Midwestern here. I don't know.
Midwestern's more less with a draw.
Yeah, like Tony
Goddamn
Stewart.
stuff, bitch.
Tony Stewart does have a little bit of hick in him.
You and there's a lot. I think there's a lot more cussing in Midwestern hick.
Oh,
Goddamn
well,
son, bitch.
I don't know. I know people from like Tennessee. Well, now there's some bitch, you know, ran right in my goddamn
This
car.
goddamn fucking thing.
And goddamn fucking.
I love the way the hicks say fucking. Goddamn fucking motherfuckers.
Romping through the swamp.
Ooh, he's bouncing around. Flat tire. Goddamn flat tire right there, son of a bitch.
I do believe I have a flat tire. Well, there's California hicks as well. Would you like to hear what a California hick sounds like?
Yes.
Hi, welcome to the show.
No.
What?
Not true.
You say I'm not a hick?
I'm saying you're a fuck.
No, I'm not a hick. I'm a fucking city boy. With a bit of a. Apparently, I sound kind of Canadian sometimes.
Sure.
I'm
Well,
possibly
I
the
mean,
only.
California is just Canada sideways.
California is Canada without the accent. Like, California is Canada
Yeah.
without the inflection.
Yeah, you're right.
But I'm one of the only people who, my age, who apparently paid attention to, you know, grammar and being articulate.
I didn't fucking pay attention to none of that bullshit.
I want fried chicken.
I want some fucking fried chicken right goddamn now, motherfucker.
I do, in fact, wish to sample some fried chicken.
I do believe I'm going to go to fucking Arby's, get me some goddamn fucking roast beef.
Oh, I was going to say, did you ever actually get your roast beef that you were bitching about?
I did, you motherfucker.
I didn't.
Because you're a piece of shit. Can't get any fucking roast beef right.
Can't get no fucking roast beef.
If you just talk like that, people will be intimidated of you.
Either that, or Either
Would you
that or
just put that fucking mail in my goddamn mailbox, you son of a bitch?
they'll just laugh at you.
That would be even better if they just laughed.
Yeah. Indiana.
Find it. Oh, thanks for coming to Walgreens. You find everything all right? Sure as fuck did, you stupid bitch.
Yes. Unfortunately, it's one of my friends, and so she just gives you the fucking death stare. And you're like, oh, okay, I'll behave.
The fuck are you looking at, you goddamn whore?
Nah, trust me. Like, if Jenny were to give you the death stare, your next comment would be, "I'll behave. I'm good."
I don't know what the fucking word behave means, goddammit. You're trying to make me into a bee like a fucking communist?
And Jenny's like, "I get off in 10 minutes. I'll kill you then."
I dare you to fucking try. I know more about surviving than just about anybody I know. God damn it.
My name's fucking Mountain Man.
My name's fucking Todd, and I'm the best.
Yes. Unfortunately, what would happen then is, hey Scott, how you doing? You ready? You ready for another day at dealing cards at the casino? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hines.
I got to be careful not to talk like that too much because I'll just turn into that.
I actually did try talking like that around Jenny, and like I said, Jenny just kind of, well, not the death stare because I can't see it, but kind of made it clear that she would be perfectly willing to end my life violently, and so which I said, I'll behave. You would turn me into a bee?
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck behave even means.
I just graduated from the second fucking grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I passed first grade with straight fucking A's.
Unfortunately, it was like last year, but hey.
32 years old, going into the third grade. How many people can say they done that?
Some of my extended family probably.
Fuck them. They're faggots.
I know people from Texas.
Fuck them. Fuck Texas.
Yeah, I don't know. I the southern rednecks do get mighty cussy.
Huh?
The southern rednecks do get mighty cussy.
Texas rednecks do. For sure.
I knew a woman from Arkansas. Okay. Now, I understand it's sort of a cultural thing how people talk, but she talked like this. And you're just, and you're listening to it.
Some of it's fucking forced. I don't give a shit what they say.
Nah, she was just dumb.
No. Some of it's forced, though.
Nah, it wasn't forced.
I grew up here, so I'm going to fucking talk as much like this as I fucking can.
See, I like your theory, but she was just an idiot.
Well, maybe not that person, but some people do that. Like when I start talking like a hick, it's involuntary. It just happens because this is where I grew up.
Like literally, she would say what? Like what?
What
y'all say? It's just how
what
like
you say.
First of all, she was a moron. Second of all, the way she taught, it was like, could you maybe speed up a little bit? Like, well, I'm just
somebody, and there was like a long, awkward pause before they went, "Oh, I understand what you're saying now."
Yes, except for with her it was, "Oh, I understand what y'all saying now." Like I knew a girl who talked really like speed talk, you know. Blah, blah, blah. This was like the reverse of speed talk. This is.
They're both incredibly hard to deal with.
I could deal with speed talking. I can't deal with.
Speed talking I can deal with longer, but it gets to the point where it's like, are you still going that fast? Like, really?
I think it's impressive. I mean, have you ever seen an interview with Morgan from Marduk, the guitarist?
No.
Just the way it sounds like he sounds like a fucking machine gun. Just the way he talks. Just and so I'm like, oh, slow down, Morgan.
I'll be right fucking back. Fuck you.
Okay, I'll be right back. I haven't. I can't speed. I can't speed talk. I cushion. Levi.
I'm fucking back, god damn it.
Y'all is back?
Y'all's back now? Shit.
No, too fast. Y'all's is back now?
Well, son of a goddamn bitch.
And she was like, I don't know how to describe her brain. Anarcha level here. I mean, I know girls from the South, and they're very sharp people. But she was like, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with her.
Genetics.
Yeah, probably. I'm still trying to find a band from the UP. I found one, but it was like this really like hipster black metal band.
Aw. Well, of course.
No, you know what? Like a band from the UP would be like the nicest bunch of people. Yeah, we're like from the UP.
Deer hunting. Yeah.
But they're
I
very
want to hear a deer hunting black metal band. Because, you know, they're out in the elements and shit all the time.
Did you see Trump calling, like, why is it for people in shithole countries want to come here? And Ian Christie from Sound of the
Did he
Beast.
really say it?
Yes, I saw while you tweeted it.
That's fucking funny, dude.
No, but Ian Christie from he's a heavy metal historian, was like, I see you've been hanging out with the Norwegian black metal scene. You know, because
Nice.
isn't that exactly what Varg would say? I hear all these people from shithole countries coming.
Yeah.
It's like you've been hanging out a little too much with the Norwegians, eh?
This shithole country.
I thought it was funny. I was like, I don't know, you're the president of one. Why don't you tell me? I think Trump blocked me. I got blocked by Donald Trump.
You're a piece of shit.
Don't you love the double standards? Okay,
president of all time.
When a liberal blocks a conservative, fucking liberal piece of shit can't take it like a man, right? When Trump blocks a liberal, fucking Trump standing up for his individual rights. It's like, it's fucking double standard, you motherfucker. God, I think Brett Stevens gets perpetually more weird every fucking day.
He is weird.
He just gets even more extreme every fucking day. Like
I think he can't help it. I think he just enjoys pissing off liberals that much.
It doesn't piss me off. It just makes me think, like, why? What are you trying to prove here? It's passing flag basically means watch your fucking back. Like, there's faster cars in the way, you know, coming. You might want to like actually pay attention to where the fuck you're doing. Turn 4. Terre Haute. Goddamn, watch some sprint car racing Terre Haute. Yeah, and God, I need to show you an interview with Robin. I need to show you Robin Miller. Fuck this. We'll do something late, but I need to show you Robin Miller. Because here's a guy you'd like.
I hate him already.
God. Fuck. Fuck. Just, just
What? Just what?
die.
Not yet.
Yeah, I have to show you Robin Miller. He's someone you might actually want to get in touch with.
Maybe.
Don't second guess me.
Maybe. Maybe all the time. Maybe for the rest. Just for the rest. Fucking loser.
I hate you. I hate you. Okay, I hate you.
I know. You already said that.
I don't think you understand it. Because you're fucking stupid. You know? You're stupid.
Get in the fucking car, loser. We're going to rob some banks.
What?
I don't know. You're fucking... I don't know. I'm doing something in the middle of all this.
Stop being stupid.
You think I can really help it? Like, really?
Yes. I don't think JJ Ailey's going to get his 20th win.
Doesn't sound like it.
Oh, well. Well, Ailey got second. Levi Jones. It's always better not to crash, eh? He's run okay. Yeah, I win. Did you win? You didn't win. I won. What about drag racing? Drag racing. That was a good race. Scott's apparently smoking death. He's trying to smoke death.
You can never smoke death.
Um, no, I don't want to watch snowboarding. No one wants to watch snowboarding.
No.
Japanese woman makes a 3D print model of her vagina and makes a kayak out of it.
Good for her.
I want one.
Because that's what you do.
Isn't it? I feel like feminist. It's like, I don't give a shit. I want one.
Feminism.
Like, I noticed that the term feminism is now like every time you disagree with someone, you just call them a feminist.
Dude, are you some kind of faggot feminist?
God,
Are you a cuck? Are you a cuck?
Oh God, or you remember the legacy media? What do you want to watch now? What do you want to watch now?
Something with fucking snow. Even Rally would work.
It's something then. Let me look, you piece of filth. Twister. Videos. Okay, I'm gonna have a look, okay? Fuck you. I hate you.
I'm doing something. Doesn't involve you, bitch.
Wake up.
I am woke up. I'm so woke.
Oh, fuck you.
Don't you just hate the lingo of
Yes, actually.
the 2000s?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm woke. Woke as fuck, bitch. You know, it's like, you ain't shit. You're just another fucking bitch.
Well, I mean, I try. You know, it's just. Ugh.
No, I agree. It's tough, dude. It is tough being alive right now. It just is. Like some people would say, and it's true, that it's probably better now than any other time in history, like physically living here.
But I love the internet, but
mentally, it's
Scotty.
Yeah!
Snowball!
Yeah!
Ram!
Yeah! Ramping!
Powered by Ram?
All right, that music needs to calm down.
What's wrong with it?
It's gay. It sounds like I'm about to watch like a talk show.
Doesn't it though?
Sounds like Dr. Phil is about to come on.
No.
And it's okay. We'll talk about it. Yeah! Dr. fucking Phil! That dude actually does have a pretty good sense of humor, though. He makes fun of himself all the fucking time.
Who does?
Dr. fucking Phil.
Oh.
Like, at least he's not like Oprah, where you're not allowed to criticize her.
Well. Here's a recap of round 16.
Round 16! Way out front! If I was an announcer, I would basically just pretend that it's 1996 and I'm existing in 96. So everything has to be extreme. Everything. Absolutely everything has to be extreme.
Extreme!
Extreme! You know?
I love the sound of these things. Tucker Hibbert is a legend. I think he's won like 10 X Games in a row. And he's fucking like... He's amazing. He was big when I was a kid.
So like 2 years ago?
How about 15?
How about shut the fuck up? Actually, we can't use that voice anymore. We're not watching that kind of racing. You know, man, we're watching more like this kind of racing now, man. Fuck yeah!
She was at the sports car race I was at, actually.
I think we've seen Kate Osborne a few times. Fuck yeah!
Yeah, I've seen her a couple times in various things. I wonder if she actually cares about racing or if she just kind of goes where they tell her to.
Because she's cute.
Well, yeah, but...
She is cute, by the way.
Then you have like Shay Adam, who actually does give a shit about racing. Roost. Taking a lot of roost, man.
I know a dude who races dirt bikes out in the woods. I just met him recently. I need to talk to him more about it, see if there's like somewhere I could actually go.
See what he races. Maybe I've heard of it.
I like, is this NBC or, yeah, CBS. I like CBS
Sports.
I like them. They covered that, Arctic Rush, I think it was called.
No, that was just Red Bull. Polaris.
I like Polaris.
Pertec.
I don't know what that is.
I know. Ram trucks.
The most meh trucks on the fucking road.
I like Ram. Fuck off. You can go fuck yourself, Scooty.
Toyota fucking Hilux. That's it.
Or Tundra.
Toyota fucking Tundra. That's it.
Or Fords. I like trucks.
Ford F1 or 250.
I like trucks. Just give me trucks.
Too. I like the Ford F550 is a fucking monster, dude. I love that truck.
Trucks.
Yay!
That voice sounds so familiar.
Woo!
So, by the way, no, Kay Osborne will not be kidnapped, and you'll not see Dusty Rhodes. So, wait, where's Kay Osborne, baby?
Come on, baby. We got to ramp over these snowmobiles.
That ending still creeps me out, by the way. 2 months later.
Katie, answer the phone! Katie! Yeah. That was creepy, wasn't it? Like it went from monster truck races to rescue 911.
Well, I mean, it went from monster to stupid, like, we don't know where she is. And then it went, at the end, it went from a stupid thing to like, wait, what?
Yeah,
like,
she died.
Incredibly dark.
Man, these things look like fucking... They look like they're really hard to drive.
But like...
Polaris. That's a good. I like that company.
We have a Razor side by side. We need to watch side by side racing. Osborne's going, I'm cold. Can I leave now?
Yeah. Oh my God, you got so cold.
Well, it's funny because she was also at the Laguna Seca race, the 8 hours sports car race I was at, where it's a little bit warmer than this. Go!
Whee! Snowmobile!
Up the hill they go! And there's snowmobiles!
I would be a good dude to have on the PA system at the race.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes,
You'd
I
fucking
would.
annoy me.
I'd just yell.
Yeah, I know. And then I'd fucking come up and shoot you. There's a
And
guy
then
at
I'd shoot you
Supercross, the PA announcer named Lurch, and he can't help but yell. And it's fun when you're standing underneath the speaker and you already have a headache, and then you have to hear this. And I'm
That's
just
so
like,
much fun, dude.
and I'm just like, Lurch,
Shut up.
when I get my hands on you, I'm going to murder you. I mean,
Those things are so awesome.
I guess I get it about like getting the crowd amped up, but oh, it's horrible when you have a headache.
Well, don't sit under the PA.
I had no choice. We had to stand under the PA for a minute. It's just, but it made me so wish he would just spontaneously combust.
Man, it is just coming down here still.
Turn on the heater then.
It is, you douchebag.
Douchebag. Douchebag.
Yay, yay, yay. So, man, going down that hill with those ramps in the middle of the hill, that would be a tough thing to do. Oh, shit. He almost dug in there.
I still think it's funny that LA has a hockey team. I think the only places that should have hockey teams are places with actual snow and ice.
Where it gets cold?
Yeah. Then again, I actually went to a hockey game, and
what about
none of the people had Los Angeles names.
What
they
about
all had names like Blomqvist.
Should only basketball teams exist in places that never get cold?
Well, I mean, they all had names like Blomqvist or Mackenzie. They were either Canadians or Swedes. Canadians or Swedes?
Or Russians.
Or Russians. There were some Russians, yeah. There are a lot of Swedes. The T-Train. Tucker Hibbert.
T-Train. I hate that.
Why?
I hate when people are called train.
Sometimes it's a
train.
Sometimes it's appropriate.
Shut the fuck up. Fucking train.
I mean, one guy was called the Truly Train. His name was Jarno Trulli because he would always qualify much further up the field than he could race in Formula One. So you'd see like him and you'd see like 5 cars behind him that really wanted to get past.
Well, that makes sense.
See, okay, so rather than yelling, I'm just going to say everything like this. Tucker Hibbert.
He's gonna come up to the finish line soon, and he's coming, he's coming, he's coming, and he crossed the line.
There's a guy who does all the Supercross intros. I actually found out his real name, David Lee, but you know, I always knew him. He has this like really deep voice. From Anaheim, California. This is Monster Energy AMA Supercross. I would love to have.
You're gonna fucking die now.
But like, I would love to have his voice. Hello, welcome to Burger King. May I take your order? I would like a Whopper and some French fries.
That's a great idea, dude.
And
I would like to
Coke.
order a number 2 with cheese. I would like a large. And on the sandwich, I only want ketchup, mustard, onion, and lettuce.
And lettuce. or better yet, if you're like the easily excitable type, I want a Whopper and French fries.
That's stupid.
He's the guy just like, shut the fuck up.
Goes to Cody Cam.
Kenosha, Wisconsin. That's a place. Kenosha, Wisconsin. That's a place.
The music for this sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
Are
that's
they showing highlights of the race we just saw?
But it's gay.
Why are they showing highlights of the race we just saw?
Just to remind you, you just watched this. Listen to this corny bass line. That's stupid. It's almost like TV is openly mocking its viewers all the time. You're really stupid. You know it. You're gonna watch anyways. They know we're stupid, dude.
You need drugs.
They know we're stupid.
You need drugs to make you smarter. I call it coffee.
I already drank some.
Some?
Yes.
Some. Did you drink 18 cups?
No.
Oh,
I'm not going to drink 18 cups. Actually, if I got up and did some stretching and exercise, I'd wake the fuck up real quick. But I got to do this shit. That it was my idea.
My coffee is ice cold.
Bullshit. Ice cold coffee? Fuck it. Drink it.
I have to. Skidoo.
Skidoo! And driving for Team Skidoo!
It's known as the Daytona of Snowcross, except for it's nowhere near Daytona.
The Viking fucking won!
Viking rocket! Welcome, everyone, to the Swine Brothers Show episode, blah, blah, blah. My name is Elliot Lindamoon.
Fuck yeah!
Ross the Boss. Polaris sweep on the... I'm having too much fun.
That's what she said.
I don't understand that.
You're not supposed to.
Please die.
Not yet. Soon, though. I've got plans.
Snowcross in Iowa.
You know what sucks? You basically just pay for your death. You know, like the whole time you're just going along, working, earning money, paying your rent or your bills. And ultimately, all you're really doing is making sure you don't leave a funeral bill.
Isn't it great?
Not really.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, but why couldn't you just die without the bill?
Well, you can. What the hell do you care? You're dead. Fuck your relatives. The Pro Light Final is next after this. That guy seems like someone who can get really annoying.
Totally awesome commercial.
That guy seems like he can get annoying fast, though.
No, like the early 90s trying to be cool, but trying also to keep you in line. Kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey guys, we're totally awesome.
That didn't happen in racing until about 2005. But you had, because in the 90s, you had this like weird obsession with like giving legitimacy to every type of motorsport. So you'd have IndyCar guys doing like truck racing.
Just that pile of snowmobiles.
Snowmobile!
They have the camera in the wrong place here.
Okay.
Well,
where should they have it then?
They had the camera at the bottom of a hill looking up at it as they were coming down, which is fine, but there also needs to be a camera on top of the hill looking down.
Like I said, I'm glad this thing's only 44 minutes. Otherwise, I'd be wanting to kill that guy.
Yeah, guys, tell you what, we're going to go ahead and show you the point standings for the pro lights. Number 1, we got Aki Pojalala. Number 2, we got Jake and Govey. Yeah.
And now we're going to show a hot girl talking to a guy.
Hey, Kate, tell the guys what we're going to do here, man. You know? Kitty, are you there? Are you there, Kitty?
You're supposed to be dead, Dusty. Fuck, I killed you myself.
Actually, he is dead.
I know.
Yeah, he was fat.
And now he's wandering around the hell going, where's Katie? And Satan's like,
Katie!
Shut the fuck up. Satan's just like, shut
The
up.
thing about it, that monster truck show was probably his deal with the devil. You know, like, come on, Satan, give me the power to run a monster truck show all by myself.
I don't understand why he was doing it. He clearly had no knowledge of anything.
The spectacle part of it.
Because you had Shaheen and you had the other guy who actually knew this shit.
It was funny watching. It was funny watching them. It was funny watching them play along with him, though. That was funny.
Rashi
like,
now does
it got so cringy at one point. One of the pro dudes was like, "Oh, fuck this!" You could see it in his face. But he was like, "I want to go. I quit." Wow.
That was a shit like opening. They didn't even like build it up. They just
here we go.
Aki Polaya.
Down the hill. Yeah, this guy's voice is super annoying.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Aki Polaya must be from Sweden or something. Or Finland.
All right, guys, coming down the hill. Whoa!
I miss Rick Benjamin, honestly. You know, the guy who did the USAC stuff. I mean, he wasn't extreme, but he wasn't annoying either.
Extreme.
Welcome to Amsoil Championship Snowcross Racing. It's funny because Shaheen, the guy who did the Ralph Shaheen, who did the monster truck, is now doing Supercross, and there's a little bit less of that. There's no "Where's Katie Haas" type thing, but do we really need to see what you're tweeting?
No.
They do these things where they have like, if we want to see your pit parties, we want to see your Supercross live parties, so tweet those pics to add Supercross live. It's like, I don't care what other people are tweeting.
Tweet a picture of a giant middle finger.
Yeah, pretty much. This is what I think of you. And they got some former Miss Supercross, you know, the beauty contestant. And she talks like she's a former Miss Supercross, let's put it that way. She can barely string 5 words together. as opposed to the female pit reporter who actually knows what she's talking about. What am I saying? Women don't know what they're talking about. Finland, I knew it. I said Sweden or Finland, didn't I? Go Finnish guy. Go Finnish guy. I have to root for the Scandinavians. I'm sorry.
Come on, Scandi. Let's go, Scandi.
Come on, Aki.
Skidoo.
I guess that's how it's really pronounced. I don't know.
It's skidoo.
It's skidoo.
Skidoo.
Skidoo, or whatever.
Skidoo.
Come on, Finn. That other guy has a pretty good voice, though. He sounds like an old racer. The final, like, I always love it when there's like a really annoying like a commentator, and there's like a guy who actually knows what he's talking about, who actually has to pick up the slack. Come on, Scandi. Yeah, remember that, Scott. Remember that. When's the I-500, I wonder? That's a 500 lap snowmobile race.
Oh, shit.
It's a 500 mile, 500 lap snowmobile race. It's just, why?
This guy. God.
I mean, it was kind of funny for about 10 minutes.
You know, man, just everything's got to be a neon light with this motherfucker.
He and Dusty Rhodes should just fucking get it over with.
Nah, Dusty's better than this guy.
This guy actually knows what he's talking about, though. I want to see the notes Dusty had to take before every race. I want to see the monster trucks, motor madness. Air Force flyaway. Yeah, okay, that guy's really annoying. Racing's good, though. Zach Mason. Fuck Mason. Mason randomly comments on my posts now. Like,
oh, shit.
Come on, Palaya.
Oh, shit. It's close. It's close. It's close. It's... No! Oh, shit. It's going to be close. Nope.
He got it.
Yep.
He got it.
That was close, dude. It was a close race.
You could tell Lorenz was basically just waiting. Just, okay, I'm just going to ride out. You could tell he was just waiting for it, but he didn't get it. I could actually see. I'm shit at picking winners. I remember the truck race we were watching, where I think it was Tommy Archer's brother was nowhere, and then all of a sudden he won the race. It was like he was nowhere, and all of a sudden he just boom. It's like shit. And now we're gonna watch what we just saw.
Here's this baseline again.
I thought that was great riding though. Driving, I don't know. Well, do you ride these or drive them? I don't know. I guess you ride them because they're more like motorcycles. He's a man of few words. It was good and I am happy. Now go away.
It was good. Give me meat.
Do you know the racing Kimi Räikkönen from F1? He's a Finn, and you missed Pele. I was having a shit.
Skidoo!
Skidoo! Yeah, Kimi Räikkönen, he's really deadpan. Like, he's my favorite F1 interviewer. Not because he has a personality, but because he's so damn deadpan.
How loud is that?
Like, compared to this guy. So, how's the car? I don't know. Well, you drove it, didn't you? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just,
I don't know.
The air he gives is just fuck off.
Basically, you know, I don't know. Just fuck you.
Yeah.
That would probably be my attitude a lot of the time.
Yeah, if you can't pull it off like he can.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, fuck you.
Jesus Christ, stop showing highlights.
Do-do-do-do, 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 do-do-do-do. Shut the fuck up. Do-do-do-do.
Romping through the swamp.
God, this guy.
You wanted to watch snowmobiles, you fuckface.
Yeah, but this guy's the fuckface.
I mean, Ralph Shaheen yells a little bit, but he only yells when there's something like exciting happening. I mean, I can understand yelling when there's something exciting happening. Cody Cam. Cody Cam. Tucker Hibbert. You have to say it like that.
Hibbert.
The T-Train. Lindholm. I love that just the Scandinavian names you get racing like these. All the momentum in the world.
All of it in the world.
Here we go.
Snowmobile.
And good. Okay, here we go. And go, go, go. I was holding my breath for that, actually. They're happy. Wisconsin. Scotty.
Man, there's some intense shit going on right now, dude.
Tense shit, man.
He's commanding the lead, and he's driving really, really good.
These races are fairly short, but there's still a chance to fuck it up.
Well, of course there is. Always.
Even in drag racing. Polaris.
Polaris!
Good God, what was that?
I don't know. A dying rat.
A dying rat. Then again, I can't sing. What am I talking about? I'm acting like I'm like fucking like.
I don't know what the fuck you're doing over there, you fucking piece of shit. Can't even fucking sing. Oh,
Fucking...
yeah, I can't sing. Oh, yeah.
And then they all died.
And then they all died.
Just everyone died.
Yeah, you're calling the race like normal. All right, we got it coming around turn number 1 here, and they're all dead.
Yep. Romping through the swamp.
Whee! Woo!
Swamping through the romp.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Because what's a romp?
You've never romped before?
Yeah, but that's not a place or a thing.
Stop make oh now you're gonna like make sense and shit.
No. Of course not.
But you're just trying to make sense.
No, not really.
You're questioning me.
No. I wouldn't question you, Elliot.
Do not question me. Do not question me.
I love doing what I just did to you. Like you were like, you just started making sense. No, not really. And then we got into a different conversation, and I said no to that as well.
My brain hurts.
It's just fun being random with people.
I'm gonna be a Nazi from now on.
I doubt it.
I can't be a Nazi. I can't.
See what I mean?
I can make jokes about it, but especially because I'm kind of dating a black girl.
What are you, some kind of fucking cuck?
Which is worse, cuck or keck?
Cuck.
It's
Cuck
just,
is worse.
Either way, I can't take you seriously after you call me that. See, I always thought it was a night. Like I always thought cuck and keck were actually like
the same.
Veiled. I always thought they were veiled way of saying kike. No, seriously, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, wait, did you just call me
a Jew?
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what I thought it was, actually. I'm still convinced that it is, secretly. You know with some of those people it is.
Well, the origins of Kek comes from World of Warcraft. That's how
but you know a lot of people, you know.
I think that's a pretty good stretch there, Elliot.
I read just shared something from like the JewAmongUs.com.
Dude, so it was weird. I saw an old friend recently, and I can tell that he is somebody who doesn't pay any attention to the internet, because he still had that very far left-wing SJW kind of mainstream media attitude about things, right? And I'm not used to that.
You know, Scott, I wish I didn't pay attention to the internet. I really wish I didn't.
Well, it's got its pros and cons, but after you do pay attention to the internet for a while, you're exposed to a lot more crazy shit than people who aren't.
I don't think I've changed my political beliefs at all because they were always mine. I think I've gotten more cynical, but I'm still the same me.
I've changed a lot over the years.
I could tell. Like I liked you, but I always thought you had like no brains.
I just hide them because I don't want the attention.
Yeah, but also you said some mind-blowingly stupid shit.
I think everyone does.
I in all honesty, if we're being honest here, and if we're not, then sorry, but if we are being honest here, I thought you were someone who was getting in bed figuratively with anyone who disagreed, anyone who agreed with you, regardless of how toxic. Sort of the enemy is my friend.
Well, a lot of that has to do with my curiosity as to where someone actually stands. So I will befriend people that I don't necessarily agree with, or who I agree with on one thing but end up hating in the long run.
Well, I mean, I do that too, but at the same time, I'll be the first one to call out bullshit.
Mine's more just a curiosity thing. I don't necessarily call it out.
I have to call out stupidity. If I see something that like
Some,
annoys me, I like.
well, there's some shit too where I'm like, I don't know if my argument against this would even be right, so I'm not going to say shit, even
Well,
if
yeah,
I think it's stupid.
I always make sure that I know what I'm talking about.
And a lot of
But
times too, it's just me being a fucking asshole for fun. You know?
you've mellowed quite a bit, though.
Yeah, I used to get pretty goddamn fired up.
I will be honest, though. Some of your statuses make me laugh.
Like,
The sort of AA level, like emotional shit.
yeah, dude, I let it all lay out there because I've found if I don't, I'll be even more fucked up. Like,
No, I understand, but you have to understand how it looks to me. I think it's funny.
why?
I don't think there's anything wrong in thinking it's funny, though.
Why do you find it funny? Like, why am I funny, Elliot?
I don't know how to describe it. It's just there's just something inherently funny about like you remind me of some of my old AA friends.
Well, I think it's getting less like that. I don't know.
No,
Like
I mean
when I
I'm not
first
trying to
got
be
out,
mean or anything. I'm just saying.
well, no, honestly, when I first got out, yeah, you know, that was all I was thinking about, and I still think about it a lot, but it's becoming less and less of a big deal. Like, and I've even said that in some of my posts. Like, I'm not gonna
Like
be posting about it as much because I
Cody
just don't think
Cam.
about it as much.
That was not really a race. He just kind of won. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Like, goddamn, dude.
No, I mean, and I'm not sure. I mean, this is something I I I mainly post stuff like that in Swine Brothers chat because I don't like people knowing things about me.
I think
I know
it's
how stupid
interesting.
that's.
Uh, I think it's interesting to watch how people react to being completely open.
I mean, I'm like, if I think you're slightly pathetic, I'll definitely make a joke about it.
Oh,
I think that's why. I
trust me
think
that.
honestly, that's why Jim likes me. It's because I'm open about. I'm not gonna just say, "Oh, pity you," poor you. I'm gonna be like, "No, Jim, you're worrying about nothing." I'm gonna
Well,
turn this off, then we can talk.
I'll just put on crashes or something.
Okay, here we go. We'll we'll do that. Um, that it makes me think. No, what are you watching here?
Just crashes.
All right, I'm gonna close watch together for me for a minute, and then we'll get back to it because I actually want to hear what you're saying.
Well, yeah, I'm muting it.
Yeah.
It's muted.
So no, so I think that's why Jim likes me. And he said this before. It's because like I'm not someone who will just pity someone. Like if I think someone is being dramatic, I will say, you're being dramatic over nothing. At the same time, if I think that you really need help, then
Well, here's the thing. There's a difference between attention seeking like that, and I admit that I do want some attention from it. I don't say it just to fucking say it. I want people to respond, you
yeah.
know. But when you're genuinely confused about something, it's not drama to say you are.
Oh
To
no,
say,
but what I'm saying is like I'm gonna tell you the difference. Like, because sometimes Jim gets into like these like emo things, and I have to like, no, no, here's why you're stupid. But
well, I mean,
sometimes,
the emo thing, yeah, like emos annoy me, but the message behind it doesn't annoy me as much as the people do. The message behind it is basically emotions run your life, and I think the point should be that you should run your emotions, not the other way around.
well, yeah. But what I'm saying,
So,
my emo is sometimes
so
he'll
by
get into these modes where I'm convinced he's freaking out over nothing.
well,
Which he does.
everyone does that.
Which I'm usually the one who, to be like for me, I mainly post general things because I don't like patronizing. Like I don't like. I have some good friends who, if they reach out to me, I'll understand. But people who like don't actually know me and like they've never talked to me before. I just wanted to know if you're okay. It's like, fuck you. I don't even know you. I don't know. I'm touchy about patronization. Then again, kind of understandable considering what I had to live with. Being blind and fucking Scott being alive, and people do treat you differently when you're blind.
Well, they treat you differently with any kind of shortcoming.
Well, what I mean, people like I think I've had to prove myself a little bit more intellectually because there are certain stigmas people have of you that if you're blind, people think you're
Weak.
not weak, retarded. They think you have other things wrong with you when you're blind because most people do. I mean, I don't know if you ever met other blind people. I'm one of like the rare exceptions who's this well preserved. I wouldn't say I'm perfect, but
Well,
you have a
you're
lot.
definitely one of the more social ones I've ever met.
But you have a lot of people with other disabilities rather than just blind. Yeah, how weird is it that I'm actually being called social? I mean, there's a period of time there where I was not social, and I but so
You
people
are you are
treat you.
kind of now. I mean, with the internet.
I think the internet's helped a lot. Oh, fire truck. I think the internet's helped a lot because it's not like I can go up to people and go, "Hey, nice shirt," because I don't know what the fucking shirt you have.
Mhm.
So it's easier for me to. But make no mistake, if we were actually living nearby, I would not come to see you.
Right? It had to be on the internet.
I know people who do that. People who they're like a block away, but rather than actually talk, they just go on the internet together.
Yeah, I've done that.
And I'm like, why? It's like, well, we can't stand each other right now, but we can talk to each other on the internet. It's just being, but also the internet's good for multitasking. Like right now, I'm actually trying to write a review for Megadeth's Risk album.
Hmm.
Horrible. So, but anyway, so you have to sort of prove yourself as sort of not worthy of being looked down upon, which because the responses I've gotten are fucking beautiful at school. Like girls taking pity on me. It's like, don't take pity on me. Fuck you. And I don't know if you saw the one guy, Jason Reynolds, like, I can understand why you're so negative, man, because you didn't know what it's like to see. It's like, well, what? But I've never known what it's like to see, so why would I care? Like, I could understand being negative if you lost sight. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if you didn't have sight, it's like, well, you don't know what you're missing, which doesn't. And I'm actually not negative. I mean, my misanthropy and hatred breeds a weird positivity. I mean, I'm quite happy with the way my life's going. It's a fucking mess, Scott. I could kill myself.
Well, like you said, it's not something that happened to you in the middle of all your plans.
No, it was the start of everything. So it was like,
Now
you know,
take somebody who's, like with drug abuse in my situation.
yeah,
I didn't start off, you know, I never sat there and planned, I'm gonna get addicted. You know, like
bullshit. I have videos of you like sniffing cocaine when you were like 2.
yeah,
Miami, give me
right,
some of that special powder.
right. So when you fuck up and let yourself get into a really shitty situation, you got to figure it all out. That's a lot different, man.
Well, yeah, I spent 3.5 years with withdrawal. I mean, do you realize the only thing I remember about those 3.5 years is the racing I was at? Like, I could not tell you what the fuck I did from November 2011 to January 2015, except for I went to racing. It's not because I was a boring life. I was miserable. I mean, Eric still hasn't forgiven me for some of the things I've said and done, but you have to understand I was basically living in hell every day of my life. Not just because my friend died and everyone else, but also cold turkey withdrawals.
Yeah,
But I
withdrawals.
couldn't tell anyone about it because I didn't want to get bitched at. I know that's a really weak thing to say, but it's true. I did not want to get, into trouble or so basically the way my mind worked was fuck it, you got yourself into it, you can get yourself out.
I had help for sure, but I volunteered to do it all. I
I
mean,
wish I could have gotten help.
I owe a lot to a lot of people, but at the same time, like here's a good way to explain it. When I went to rehab and I told the other inmates or inpatients or whatever,
Inmates.
yeah, that I volunteered to be there, they all looked at me funny, like, really? Like, yeah. Whoa.
Whoa. I mean, okay, so in about January 2015, for some reason, just something clicked. It was like waking up. It was like like waking up from your death, you know?
I have that occasionally, but again, this all happened to me right in the middle of one of the most, even if I wouldn't have been on drugs at all, still would have been quite tumultuous. Having a kid and all that stuff for the first time.
Yep.
Was that combined with trying to deal with an addiction? I freely admit that I get overwhelmed and can't deal with shit sometimes. But I've learned how to shrug it off and keep going. Better
You
and better.
didn't know me back then.
Not really, no.
No, I mean you didn't know me at all. We met in June 2014, 15.
Was it 15?
So, June 2015. Yes. So that was about 5 months after I like. You would probably not have liked me back in the day.
Were you just a constant asshole?
Yeah, I will freely admit I was a constant asshole,
Well,
and
I'm
I've
still
admitted
kind
what.
of a constant asshole, but yeah.
Well, I mean, and now I'm.
You try to have fun with it instead of actually trying to hurt people.
I'm not trying to make anyone miserable. I mean, people that actually sort of pisses me off. You're just trying to make people miserable. It's like, no, I'm just honest. I I don't know what I was trying to do.
You're just trying to make yourself feel better. I mean, I do it
Back
too.
in the day.
I do it too.
But I'm glad that I became myself. And it's interesting because about the same time that happened, like I woke up, some of my friends came back because let's put it this way, they left town because police, weird stalkers, and fucking rival gangs wanted to kill them. I was safe because I'm the blind guy. No one's, he's blind. But some of the others were in deep shit. So I can understand why they let. It still sucked though.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm kind of streamed out now, I guess.
Okay, I mean, if you want, I'm just having fun just talking right now.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and end it, and I'll just come back on here in a second. I just got to use the restroom and shit. We can end the stream though.
Just keep streaming. I'll deal with it.
All right.
You're gonna piss. I'll just. Do. Yeah, you know what? You don't deserve to listen to us anymore. Because we've strayed very far afield of what we're talking about. So we're just gonna end this and see you later.